All right, that is the goblin's turn. So it's your turn. What do you want to do? Okay, so I'm going to run over to the goblin on my right, and I'm going to take a swing with my longsword, which is a 16 to hit, and that is 7 points of slashing damage. Very nice. That one had actually already been damaged, so yeah, you rush over with the longsword, just drawn in, you slash it once across the chest as it just yelps and falls to the floor, dead. Yes! All right, nice, nice. All right, awesome. So there's just the one goblin left. You're up. What do you want to do? He moved away from me, right? But he's still within 60 feet? Yep, he is. Great. I'll shoot my crossbow at him, and with my sharpshooter feat, I don't have disadvantage. So that is 18 to hit, and that is 6 points of piercing damage. Oof, nice. So you scramble up looking for the one goblin that got further away from you on the last turn. You're looking around the battlefield, you find him, you grab your crossbow, you shoot it off as it's running away from you, and it catches it just in the shoulder as it kind of buckles almost down to one knee, just trying to stay standing. It's just pelting away from you guys at this point. It wants nothing to do with you. It just wants to get out. So close. Come on, you got this.
Almost
you got this. So close. All right, it's really hurt, which brings us to... What do you want to do?
As I glance around the battlefield, I take note of the various goblin kin that have been maimed and slaughtered thus far, and I hone in on one particular one that has been previously injured by one of my companions. Focusing on the injury that this goblin has, with the crossbow poking out of the shoulder, I envision in my head rushing towards this goblin, drawing my axe and slicing it down into this shoulder, aiming directly for the clavicle, and with good enough aim, I can bisect the aortic valve cleanly.
Okay, so you're going to attack it with your axe?
No, that's simply what I envision doing in my head before assessing the risks associated with such a maneuver. Instead, using my arcane prowess and my deductive reasoning, I come to the conclusion that I would instead be better suited using my magic against these goblins, in particular, using spells that force them to use their...
wisdom saving throws. Right, so... What are you doing?
As I come to this realization, I take my right hand and place it to the inside of my right hand pocket of my fine silk robes. And from within, I pull out a perfectly polished golden locket attached to an equally perfectly polished golden chain. And as I stare into the reflective surface, I too begin to reflect about all the choices that led me to this decision. My birth, my childhood, the trauma of losing my parents. All of it has led to this. And so, using this, fueling it within me, I let out a string of discordant, harsh-sounding words as I cast
Vicious Mockery. Vicious Mockery. All that for It's fine. Wisdom saving throw. They roll a natural 19, so they succeed. They're unaffected. So that's your turn. So we're going to...
but you see, it was all part of my elaborate ruse. For as I continue to question my existence in this mortal coil, I take my left hand and place it inside my left hand pocket of my fine silk.
He knows that one round is 6 seconds, right?
From my pocket, in its clutches, I hold a perfect figurine of a war horse, which of course reminds me of the parents that I once lost.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Of course not. As my indignation at this one goblin's mere attempt to resist my previous incantation turns into determination, I let it fuel me, and using my divine power, channeling my divine power, I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, spiritual weapon, so go ahead and make it.
The form of this spiritual weapon is a perfect replica of the war horse from the figurine, and as it rears up onto its hind legs, it crushes its hooves into the skull of the goblin who dared think he could get away from me.
Make an attack roll. Okay. That's a 17? 17 hits, it's on like 1 HP, so... Describe how you want to...
As the hooves crush the skull of this goblinoid form, The form of the spiritual weapon, too, begins to question its existence. For as the hooves destroy, its mind wanders to the existence and the purpose of its form. Are its hooves? Is it only meant to destroy?
Yay, you win. Get loot, everyone.
But where do we find this loot?
On the goblins.
But where specifically? Is it in a pocket? The inner lining of their jacket? A pouch strapped to their leather strap belt? I need to know these things for my intricate roleplay!
No, you don't need to know that, actually. You each get 3 gold and 5 silver. Great, so shall we head back to the town? Yeah, sounds good. Alright, cool. So, as you guys head out of the goblin camp...
As we begin to move, I take my posterior limb and thrust it forwards, placing it in front of my anterior limb,
which then, due to anatomical terms, then becomes my anterior limb.
You don't need to describe walking.
Thank you for watching the video, I really do appreciate it, and a special thank you to my lovely Patreon backers who helped make this video possible. You're the best! You can find a link to my Patreon page in the description where you can get early access, name in the credits, blooper reels, all sorts of stuff, access to the blooper reel for this very sketch video, all sorts of stuff over there. Go check it out, and also if you did like the video, then make sure to leave a like. Hence the name, like, because you liked it, right? Also, you can subscribe and enable notifications because I'm going to be uploading more videos soon and you can get notified of when those go up. Also, if you really like the video, then share it around to people that you think might like it, because then they can also watch it and then they'll enjoy it and then everybody's happy. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'll do some more videos, I guess. Bye!